Hi, this is Kara from the Special Needs Mom podcast.
And this is Angela from Especially Organized, Sensible Solutions for Special Needs Moms.
We have this heart for special needs moms. And so we thought, you know what, let's combine forces. And we have come up with what we're calling the Purge Party. And you can pretty much guess what it is. It's a party where we're going to come together and we're going to purge or, in general, accomplish a goal, a small goal together. So we have set this for January 27th, starting at 8 o'clock for my Pacific Coast people,
which means 11 o'clock for all of you on the East Coast. So this is an opportunity. If you have something on your to-do list that has just been stuck there and you are wanting to move it up on the list, you're wanting to tackle, maybe it's a space or an area of your home or a category in your home that has just needed a little time and attention. This is your opportunity for you to be online with us while you work and have access for us to help you answer your questions, help guide you, and just serve you for those 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you can tell like what we've designed is just this very high level of support for that project that you just haven't been able to tackle on your own. The thing that we are envisioning is that you get to leave this purge party feeling so accomplished because you did the thing. You started the year off getting that thing done that you were stuck on last year. And so it's a momentum builder, if you will. You can go ahead and sign up. We have a link ready for you, and we are offering this for $40 for the whole experience.
Absolutely. And we hope you'll join us. I think it's going to be really fun. It's going to be a great group of moms of special needs kids. So we all get each other. We all have an understanding of what it's like to have something on our to-do list, but just we haven't been able to tackle it yet. So I hope that you will join us. We're super excited to bring this to you, and we are thrilled to work with you.
All right. We'll see you all there. Hi, I'm Kara, life coach, wife, and mom to 4 incredible and unique children. It wasn't all that long ago that my son received a diagnosis that had my world come crashing down. I lacked the ability to see past the circumstances, which felt impossible, and the dreams I once had for my life and family felt destroyed. Fast forward past many years of surviving and not at all thriving, and you'll see a mom who trusts that she can handle anything that comes her way and has access to the power and confidence that once felt so lacking. I created the Special Needs Mom podcast to create connection and community with moms who find themselves feeling trapped and with no one who really understands. My intention is to spark the flare of possibility in your own life and rekindle your ability to dream. This isn't a podcast about your special needs child. This is a podcast about you. If you are a mom who feels anxious, alone, or stuck, then you are in the right place. Welcome. Hello, and welcome back to the Special Needs Mom podcast. This is going to be a little different kind of episode. A couple weeks ago, my son finished radiation. And if you're just tuning in here, hi, I'm Kara. And I have 4 kids. And my second oldest is a now 3-time brain tumor survivor. And most recently, this year has been pretty intense with surgeries and proton beam radiation. And so I find myself in this unique time that I know is not going to be foreign to many of you who have done maybe some long NICU stays, or hospitalizations or surgeries or intensities or new diagnosis or any of the phases that we experience as parents to our children. So I've been giving myself a lot of space in this season to really just start to process and to unwind from all that has been. And so last week I kind of tucked myself away at a local coffee shop, ordered the most delicious bowl. I don't know what it was called, but I definitely recommend. It was so like vegetable-y, but yet so delightful. I mean, I like vegetables, but this was like next level. Sorry, it was really good. You can tell. And I wrote. I just had a lot of different little bits and pieces pouring out of me. Really quite a random compilation of words. And I was recording a podcast with another guest, and I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to share this one part that I wrote. And so that's what this episode is going to be. You're going to notice that I'm reading. I'll try to make it sound like I'm not, but we'll see how I do with that. And you'll see my grammar's not great. So that's why I do podcasting, FYI. You probably can tell already. So anyhow, so I am going to read you what I wrote is called, I Miss the Soldier. I miss the part where I get to rally, to advocate, to be vigilant, to push myself, to drive myself ever forward. I rock at that part. It's a muscle I've built over time. When people say to me, I could never do what you do, I used to think, of course you could. I'm just an ordinary mom who doesn't have a choice to be so strong. So I am. Now I think, you're right. I've honed this skill over years and years of practice. I can rally like a superhuman. I can dig deeper than most people ever even knew. I can dig deeper than most people ever have to. I can face extraordinary challenges, clear-headed, and still get myself properly dressed and my garden planted. And then there's life on the other side. The part where everything is slowing down. The hospital stay is over. The treatment is finished. The rush is gone, and the vastness of the unknown future comes to light. The feelings of strength turns into feelings of confusion, lostness, aloneness, and doubt. The need to shed the armor of survival asks us to feel like what feels like too much. Too much on top of all that we've just been through. I'm tired, worn down, and feel like I just want rest. Rest from feeling so scared and vulnerable. And yet what is asked of me during this time is pure vulnerability. Allowing the feelings to bubble to the surface that were strategically suppressed to endure this battle. Pure vulnerability. The nakedness that comes with not knowing, not being who I was, and not yet being who I am becoming. So yes, I prefer the soldier stage, the fight, and am only willing to let down my sword because I know it leads to life. So thank you for sharing with me as I obviously share that with you. And it's interesting how I still feel the presence of such strong emotion as I did when I wrote that. And I would love to hear what arises in you. And if you know a mom like yourself that's in this messy middle part where we're not in the kind of all-out war, but we're licking the battle wounds, I just ask that you would share it with her, whether she's a special needs mom or not. So it's a short episode, but I hope that you thoroughly enjoy it. See you next week. One more thing before we officially wrap up this show. Sometimes when I'm listening to podcasts, I have the experience of wanting more. I'm listening at the very end thinking, I sure wish that episode didn't end. I invite you, if you feel in any way the same way, I invite you to the Special Needs Mom podcast community, which is a free group that I host on Facebook, where we as a community of fellow moms who listen to this podcast and are experiencing life in similar shoes, get to talk to one another, get to share stories, get to actually interact. I hope you'll consider joining. See you over there.